Today we are going to do a demo. NotebookLM is a tool that Google has created for AI and specifically for generating podcasts that are very realistic sounding based on the content that you give it. I have logged into NotebookLM. You'll need to have a Google account to log in. You could just use a Gmail. And I've logged in and I created a notebook. So you just do new notebook. I created a notebook here called the one-page marketing plan. What you see here is information that I added as sources. In this particular case, the sources I added were YouTube videos. So you can actually add a link to a YouTube video. You just go to a YouTube video, copy the link in the sharing options in YouTube, paste it in here, and then add it to this notebook. In addition to that, you can add other sources like Google Docs, Google Slides, if you have a Google account, a website, or you can actually just copy text here. What I did was I went to my YouTube channel. There are videos and podcast episodes where we have talked about the one-page marketing plan by Allan Dib. What I did was I took some of those videos. So this is where I went and I just grabbed about 15 videos related to the one-page marketing plan. And you can see in our video, like getting started with one PMP, that's the one-page marketing plan. So I had a series of videos that I uploaded. They're all listed here. Now you can ask questions of this based on all of this information. So it's using the transcriptions from each of these as the source of information. I asked it a question here. According to Allan Dib, who's the author of One Page Marketing Plan, why should businesses think of themselves as farmers rather than hunters? And then it goes into this explanation, the view of a hunter just searching for food each day, whereas a farmer is investing time and resources into cultivating a sustainable crop that they'll have available for months. But the coolest thing you can do with this is you can actually generate an audio podcast based on a prompt. I put a prompt in here that said, I would like the audience for this to be small business owners who want to grow their business. Please outline these steps from the one-page marketing plan. Then it generated this podcast episode, which I will append to this video.
Deep Dive is all about giving you a marketing edge.
Which I know.
Especially if you're a small business owner, right?
Exactly.
And it's amazing. So I ended up with a 13-minute audio podcast of a man and a woman talking about the concepts outlined in the one-page marketing plan, which is very easy to digest. If you have a lot of information that you need to synthesize, let's say you're a student or you're doing some continuing education, or there's just some topic you want to understand better, you could add that information as a source to a notebook through website link. Maybe it's a bunch of blog articles or YouTube videos that you want to synthesize the information. And then you could ask it a very specific, help me better understand this topic. And then it will actually automatically generate a podcast. I hope you enjoy this. I enjoyed the process, and it's just amazing what is available now through generative AI. Let me know what you thought of this. Please leave a comment in the video. Thanks.
Hey everyone, ready to supercharge your business?
I hope so.
Today's deep dive is all about giving you a marketing edge.
which I know.
Especially if you're a small business owner, right?
Exactly.
Feeling kind of overwhelmed by all the marketing advice out there.
Absolutely.
We're going to dive into the one-page marketing plan by Allan Dib.
This book.
And let me tell you, this book is a game changer.
Oh, yeah. It really cuts through the noise.
It does.
It gives you like an actionable roadmap
Yeah, it
you
did.
can really use.
Exactly.
And that's what we're going to focus on today.
Exactly.
The steps that are just absolutely crucial.
Especially
As
small
it's-
businesses to master.
Yes. And we're talking about things like finding your dream customer,
Yes.
crafting a message that really resonates with them,
Yes.
turning them into valuable leads,
Absolutely.
and then keeping them engaged.
It's the whole package.
It is.
It's a
truly-
holistic approach.
And because, a happy customer is your best advocate.
Oh, absolutely. We're also going to explore how to create a truly remarkable experience that keeps them coming back for more.
That's the goal.
That's it.
That's
So
the name of the game.
let's jump right in with step 1,
Okay.
finding your perfect customer.
All right.
Div is all about getting laser focused.
Yes.
Why is this so important?
What?
Especially for small businesses.
Think about it. You have limited time, limited resources, limited budget.
Right.
You can't be everything to everyone.
Right.
Trying to appeal to everyone spreads you way too thin.
It's like trying to boil the ocean.
It's like trying to hit a bullseye with a shotgun. You might hit something,
Okay.
but it's not going to be precise.
Okay, that makes total sense.
Right.
So how do we figure out who that ideal customer is?
Well, you've got to go beyond the basics.
Okay.
This is about more than demographics, right?
More than just the age and the location.
Yeah, Dib talks about the power of psychographics,
Ooh.
understanding their values, aspirations, even their fears.
So it's not just about like who they are, but who they want to be.
Exactly. Think about it. Let's say you're a fitness coach. You could say your target market is people who want to get in shape.
Okay.
That's pretty broad.
Way too broad. Almost everyone wants to be in better shape.
Exactly. Now, what if you niche down and target busy professionals who are stressed out and want to lose weight and have more energy without sacrificing their free time?
Okay, now we're talking. That feels so much more targeted.
Right. Now you've tapped into a specific pain point. You're offering a solution that resonates with their lifestyle. You understand their desires and their limitations.
I'm starting to see how powerful that is.
Yeah.
So once you know who you're talking to, how do you craft a message that actually gets through?
That is the million-dollar question, isn't it?
It is. It is. That's step 2, right?
Step 2, and this is where I see businesses miss the mark.
They do. They do.
They get caught up in jargon, or they try to sound overly salesy.
Yeah, and false flat.
It just doesn't resonate.
It's like that old saying, right? People don't care what you know until they know that you care.
Exactly. It's about building trust, making a connection.
Right. Okay.
Imagine you walk into a store and the salesperson immediately starts bombarding you with technical details and pushing you to buy. How does that make you feel?
Honestly, I'd probably just want to leave.
Exactly. It feels impersonal and transactional.
It does.
But if that salesperson takes the time to ask you questions, understand your needs, and then recommend something tailored to you,
It feels different.
completely different.
You feel seen, heard, valued, like they're genuinely trying to help you.
Exactly. And that's the key to crafting a powerful message.
Okay.
It should feel like a conversation,
Right.
not a sales pitch.
Okay.
Address your ideal customer's pain points.
Gotcha.
Offer solutions and leave them feeling empowered and understood.
I love it.
Right.
So you've nailed down your target market. You've crafted this killer message. How do you actually get them in the door? Let's talk about capturing leads.
Okay, so we're moving from attraction to action.
Yes,
Dib calls it your capture system,
I like it.
and it's all about exchanging value. You're offering something valuable to your potential customer in exchange for a way to connect with them further.
Makes sense. We're talking email addresses, contact info, that kind of thing, right?
Exactly. But here's the thing. No one wants to fill out those long, boring forms anymore, right?
Nobody.
You need to make it worth their while. Dib is a big advocate for what he calls lead magnets.
Okay, I love that term.
Yeah.
Lead magnets. What exactly are they?
Think of it like a little irresistible treat
Okay.
that just draws your ideal customer in.
Okay.
It could be a free guide, a checklist, a template, a webinar, even a discount code.
Something that provides immediate value,
Yes.
positions you as an expert in their eyes.
You got it.
Yeah.
But the key is, make sure it's directly related to your ideal customer's needs and desires.
Can you give me an example?
Sure.
Let's say you're a financial advisor who specializes in helping young families plan for their future.
Perfect example. Instead of a generic brochure about your services, You could offer a free downloadable guide called The Top 10 Mistakes Young Families Make with Their Money and How to Avoid Them.
Okay, I would totally download that. It's informative, actionable, speaks directly to my anxieties as a young parent.
And that's how you create a lead magnet that converts. It's not about tricking people.
Right.
It's about offering genuine value up front.
Okay, so they've downloaded your amazing lead magnet. You've got their email address. Now what?
Now the real work begins.
Time for step 5, right? Nurturing those leads.
Lead nurturing. And this is where a lot of businesses, they kind of drop the ball.
They do.
They treat getting a lead like it's the finish line when it's really just the beginning of the race.
It's like you've made a great first impression.
Yeah.
Now you need to build a relationship.
Exactly. It's called lead nurturing for a reason. You're cultivating that relationship, providing value, staying top of mind, but without being pushy or salesy.
Okay, so how do we walk that fine line? How do you stay on their radar without becoming annoying?
It's about consistency and providing value.
Oh.
Think about the brands and businesses you love,
Yes.
the ones you actually look forward to hearing from.
I'm thinking about my favorite podcasters.
Yeah.
Authors, YouTubers, they feel like friends.
Exactly. They're not constantly bombarding you with sales pitches.
Right.
They're sharing valuable content. They're telling stories. They're engaging with their audience in a genuine way.
Okay, so how do we translate that to the business world? What are some practical ways to nurture leads?
Email marketing is still incredibly effective when it's done right.
Okay.
But instead of generic newsletters, think targeted campaigns that provide valuable information, special offers, or even just a behind-the-scenes glimpse into your business.
So it's about staying relevant, staying top of mind,
Yeah.
without being overbearing.
Right. Think quality over quantity. You could also leverage social media to share valuable content, engage in conversations, build a community around your brand.
This is reminding me of that coffee shop we talked about earlier.
Okay.
They could share brewing tips,
Right.
highlight local artists,
Absolutely.
offer exclusive discounts to their email
Right.
subscribers.
Exactly. It's about creating an experience that goes beyond just selling a product or service.
Right.
You want to become a trusted resource, a go-to source of information and inspiration for your target audience.
So they're engaged, they're informed. Maybe they've even made a few purchases. How do we take it to the next level?
Oh,
How do we create that wow factor?
that brings us to step 7, one of my favorites, delivering a world-class customer experience.
Okay.
And this goes beyond just providing a good product or service.
What does that look like in action? I'm ready to be wowed.
It's about exceeding expectations at every touch point.
Oh,
Think about a time when you had an amazing customer experience. What
Great.
made it so memorable?
I remember this one time my laptop completely crashed, dead.
Oh,
And I
no.
had this huge deadline coming up.
Oh, the worst time.
I took it to this little computer repair shop.
Okay.
And not only did they fix it in like a day,
Wow.
but they recovered all my data. They gave me a discount.
Wow.
They even sent me a handwritten thank you note afterwards.
See, there you go. They didn't just fix your laptop.
I know.
They rescued you from a crisis.
They did. They did.
And that's what sets a world-class experience apart.
Mhm.
It's about understanding the emotional impact of what you do
I like it.
and going above and beyond to make your customers feel seen, heard, and valued.
So it's not just about meeting expectations.
Yeah.
It's about like blowing them out of the water.
Absolutely. Dib talks about under-promising and over-delivering.
Okay.
Set realistic expectations from the start, then find ways to go above and beyond.
Got it.
And it doesn't have to be extravagant. It's
Right.
about those little touches that show you care.
Okay, give me some more examples.
Okay.
What are some other ways businesses can wow their customers?
Think about the details. Let's say you're an online retailer. You could include a small, personalized gift with each order, maybe a sample of a new product,
Oh.
or a handwritten note thanking them for their business.
It's like receiving a present.
Exactly.
Instantly personalizes the experience.
It's the little thing.
Yes.
Respond to inquiries promptly and thoughtfully.
Okay.
If someone has a question or a concern,
Yeah.
don't make them wait days for a generic response.
Right. Right.
Be proactive, anticipate their needs,
Yes.
offer solutions before they even have to ask.
Oh, you're speaking my language.
Right.
I can't stand waiting on hold or getting passed around from person to person.
It's the way.
Makes you feel like you don't matter.
Exactly. This
Right.
is about building relationships, not just transactions.
Right.
Make your customers feel like VIPs, and they'll reward you with their loyalty.
Makes sense. So we've wowed them with our service. They're happy campers. How do we keep them coming back for more?
Okay.
Time for step 8. Increasing customer lifetime value.
Right.
This is where the real magic happens.
This is the magic.
Great.
It's about turning those one-time customers into loyal advocates
Yes.
who not only keep coming back, but tell all their friends about you.
Word-of-mouth marketing.
Yes,
It's like the holy grail.
it is.
And it's a lot cheaper than constantly chasing after new customers.
Exactly. Dib emphasizes that it's much more cost-effective to nurture the customers you have than to constantly be on the hunt for new ones.
That makes sense.
Right.
So how do we do that?
That's it.
What are some strategies for increasing that customer lifetime value?
Well, for starters, remember those lead nurturing tactics we talked about earlier?
Yeah.
Those don't stop once someone becomes a customer.
Okay.
Keep engaging with them, keep offering valuable content,
Right.
reward their loyalty.
So it's about continuing to build that relationship
Yes.
even after they've made a purchase.
Absolutely. You can also implement loyalty programs that reward repeat customers.
Okay.
Exclusive discounts, early access to new products, other perks.
I love a good loyalty program.
Of course, who doesn't?
It makes you feel valued,
Right.
appreciated.
And don't underestimate the power of asking for feedback
Okay.
and then actually listening to it.
Right.
It shows that you care about their experience and are committed to continuous improvement.
Asking for feedback is one thing,
Yeah,
but actually acting on it shows you're really listening.
exactly.
Right.
And don't be afraid to get creative. Think about unique ways to surprise and delight your customers. Send them a birthday card with a special offer.
Okay.
Feature them on your social media. Invite them to exclusive events.
You're making me want to be your customer.
Right.
It's all about going above and beyond,
It is.
creating a really memorable experience.
Precisely. It's about shifting from a transactional mindset to a relationship-based approach.
This has been incredibly insightful. We've
Good.
covered a lot of ground today. From identifying your ideal customer to creating an experience that keeps them coming back for more. We've covered a ton of actionable advice from the one-page marketing plan.
We have.
But
You can't just...
knowledge without action, it's not going to grow a business.
Exactly. It's like having a gym membership and never going, you know?
Totally.
What's the point?
What's the point?
You've got to put in the work to see the results.
So true. So what's one thing our listeners can do today to start implementing these strategies?
I would say just pick one thing that really resonated with you.
Okay.
Maybe it's defining your ideal customer.
Okay.
Maybe it's creating a lead magnet.
Yeah,
Don't try to do everything at once.
Right.
That's a recipe for overwhelm.
totally.
Start small, master one thing, then move on to the next.
I love it. It's about building momentum.
Yeah.
One step at a time.
One step at a time. And remember,
Yeah,
the one-page marketing plan, this is your new best friend.
it is. It is.
Think of this deep dive as like a little taste
a little snack.
of what's possible.
Yeah.
Dib goes into even more depth in the book.
He does.
Tons of examples, templates, case studies to guide you.
It's your roadmap to small business marketing success.
Absolutely. So grab a copy, dive in,
Yeah.
and get ready to transform your business.
And remember, you don't have to do it alone.
That's right.
We're here to support you every step of the way.
We're all in this together, right?
We are. We are.
Now go out there and make it happen.
Yes. Until next time on The Deep Dive, keep learning, keep growing, and keep those businesses thriving.